Hey guys, this is Haru. I just want to do a quick video on brokers, and some of you've sent me an email to kind of walk you through some of the ideas. They say which broker is the best. Uh, in all reality, in order for us to really recommend a broker is to get to know you and your financial situation and your location, because depending where you're located can determine your leverage amount as well as your access to certain liquidity in the market. So let me just break it down to you. Okay, so there's certain brokers that can accept U.S. and non-U.S. clients, U.S. and non-U.S. clients. Okay, FinFX is available for that. IC Markets cannot accept non-U.S. clients. We're actually looking to work with Iron FX. They cannot accept non-U.S. Depending on where they're located, as well as the regulations. So you definitely want a broker that's regulated, and just realize leverage is a double-edged sword. But if you do have leverage, that means you can trade with a smaller amount of money in order to benefit. Okay, so there's Forex Broker Inc. They actually can accept U.S. clients as well. They do offer 1 to 500 leverage. And you can click on these banners to open a live account or even just open a demo account and kind of work with them. Okay, but the all reality, I'll have more access with more brokers, and I'll be more defined on which brokers are going to be best for you in your situation. But like I said, it really depends on how well you trade and what you know, because certain brokers, they do have slippage and a couple things that you may want to consider, especially during news. They may not offer the best feeds. You may get not filled, get requoted. I mean, there's so many variables when it comes to news and a certain type of trading. Okay, if you scalp the market, then there may be a certain broker that you may like. And so if you're in the U.S., there's not that much leverage brokers that are accepting U.S. clients. And you can realize that outside the U.S., there is a little bit more flexibility between the regulators. Okay, but let me just walk you through the idea of really get to know your broker and how important it is. Okay, so I'm going to pull up FinFX's feeds here. This is the euro dollar, the 4-hour chart, as you can see on the left hand side. You can see that the actual dates here. Okay, so this is the actual pattern that you can see on the 4-hour. Okay, so I click on 4-hour, and I just want you to look at this chart, and you can pause this video so you really get to understand what I mean by feeds. Okay, so look at this chart. Okay, I'm going to pull up Forex Broker chart, and look how different the candlestick patterns are. Now, the reason why that happens is it depends on when they close the candle on the hour. So, like if they're located in a different, like GMT time, or like when they're getting the feeds, is going to determine what these are going to look like. So this actually looks, see how like different that is? So the closing candle on this side is when it pulls back up, and you can see it was more of a long shooting star, right, pattern. In comparison to this looks more like an engulfing pattern. Okay, so it is really important to get to know your broker, especially if it's going to disturb your trading. And like I said, if you're a scalper, then there's going to be certain brokers, and we can go into more details depending on your location and your situation and what you like to trade. If some brokers like forexbroker.com offers special spot metals, binary options, and some other things that other brokers do not offer. Okay, now we're looking to work with like Wanda, and they offer certain things that the Iron FX does not offer. Vice versa, maybe Awanda's feeds or spreads may be a lot less, meaning that when you place a trade, you may start out less in the negative. So that might be beneficial for some of you, but some of the other brokers may have more advantages on, let's say that they give you bonuses when you open a live account with them. Okay, but we can get more in details when you talk to us directly. And like I said, it really does depend on your location and what you're looking for in a brokerage. If you decide to open a smaller account, then certain brokers are going to allow that. Some brokers, the minimum is $5,000 to $10,000, so some of that might be feasible for you, and some of it may not. Some brokers specifically only work with $100,000 plus, and their liquidity or their spreads are not as good, but because they're moving more volume, they're able to offset the cost based on maybe like a some other bonus that they may have. Okay, so that just breaks it down. Really, I can't give a direct answer because it really depends on your location. Now, for me, because I am located in the U.S., there are brokers that I'm working with that are outside the U.S., and it's just because of my situation. And so some of you may not have licenses and so on and so forth, and so that hinders you from working with certain brokers. Or you may be licensed and you're regulated with a certain regulator, and you're not able to work with another broker. It gets kind of complex. So if you have any questions at all with brokers and you want us to kind of get a better feel of your situation and which broker may be best for you, like I say, look at that. That's this to someone. This is a 4-hour chart, guys. I mean, this is a 30 pip move, and if you're a scalper, that's going to mean all the difference in the world of this kind of feed, right? That means that you're trying to get in and out of the market quickly, and you're basing maybe on a close, or you may look for a certain pattern in the market. So really, it really will, if you, depending on your trading style, could really determine, a broker could really help you in your trading success as well. Okay, and like I said, there are certain brokers that may trade against you. They may have a dealing desk. They may say they are ECN, but they're not really ECN. So if you really want more and more details, then it's best to contact our department here, and we can kind of walk you through, if you're deciding to go live, what you're looking for. Okay, and again, we want to know where you're located so we can best find a broker that suits you. All right, guys, take care.